Hello and welcome to Blair Middle School, as Norfolk Public Schools Channel 47 has special coverage of the middle school basketball championships here. It's the girls' final between the Ruffner Bulldogs and the Lafayette-Winona Rockets. Hello and welcome. I'm Ali Cater along with former Norview head coach Don Lyons. Let's take a look to see how both teams got here, as Ruffner defeated Lake Taylor Middle School 28-27, while Lafayette-Winona defeated Azalea 43-7. Coach, we have a big game on hand tonight. Two top teams in the district. What do you think?
Well, I think this is going to be a great game. Ruffner's only lost one game this year, and that was to Lafayette-Winona. So you know they're going to want to try to come back and win this game. So it's the final. It's what it should be. The top two teams in the city competing against each other.
Well, coming back after the break, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip of this girls' middle school championship here on Channel 47.
Get a job.
Look, it's a giraffe.
I don't see it.
The less art kids get, the more it shows. Are yours getting enough? Art. Ask for more. AmericansForTheArts.org.
Welcome back to Blair Middle School here. Just about set for action here. This middle school championship girls game between Ruffner in white and Lafayette-Winona in blue. Going from right to left on your TV screen. About set for the tip. And away we go, and Lafayette-Winona controls it. As down low, Princess Kayla Dawson with the shot. And it rolls out of bounds and will remain Lafayette-Winona basketball. Juliana Hardy now. As now we have a tied up ball, and possession will go the way of Ruffner.
It's always interesting to see who scores first in a game like this and try to set the pace of momentum.
Pressure on hand by Lafayette-Winona, but Felisa Cooper retrieves it for Ruffner. Now Shaquana Gilliam back over to Cooper. Cooper now to Asia Deal with the shot and the score. The first 2 points of the ball game.
She took it right to the baseline.
Gilliam now for Lafayette-Winona. Goes far side. She gets it back. Back over to Upshur. Now Lafayette-Winona working the perimeter. Ruffner looks like they're in a 1-2-2 zone defense. And a turnover now as Deal gets the steal. Back the other way. She loses it. Picked back up by Takayla Evans. Over to Gilliam. Now back over to Deal for another shot. That is no good. And rebound controlled by Jalen Newby. Out of play will remain Lady Rockets basketball with 5:01 to go, and Ruffner holding to a 2-0 lead.
Still getting a lot of jitters out of their system right now.
I'm sure these teams are nervous playing in this championship game now. As now
game.
A steal by Asia Deal. And she's going to go all the way for the layup, and she has the first 4 points of the game. Stoner now. Shot no good by Newby and corralled by Ruffner underneath.
See the vision she's got. She's got great vision.
As Mia Arrington misses the layup. Now back the other way. Excuse me, now Mia Arrington has the ball. She gets it over to Hardy, and she can't finish. Now there's a turnover underneath. And Jolie Stoner puts it first 2 points in for Lafayette-Winona. 4-2 is our score. Deal brings it into the front court, and she'll be called for palming. Full 4 to play here in the first quarter.
Trying to get a little pressure up here. Ruffner's applying a little bit of up-court pressure. Whoa.
They inbounds the ball. Princess Kayla Dawson finds Hardy for the shot. That is no good, but rebound underneath for the 2, and the foul is Jalen Newby. And she will go to the line and try to complete the 3-point play and put the Rockets out in front, 5-4. Newby, an 8th grader. Right-handed release. Rims in and out. And Deal loses it on the far side, but it will remain Ruffner basketball.
Okay, first sub coming in for Ruffner, I believe. Number 50, Amira Perry.
Winona showing full court pressure.
Uh-oh, could be trouble.
As Gilliam races to get the ball. Trapped in the corner by Hardy. And now Hardy gets the turnover. She's going to go to the basket, puts it up. No good. Gilliam tracks down the rebound. 3.5 to play. Tied at 4. Gilliam trapped in a turnover as Newby picks it up. She's going to take it all the way. Off the window and good.
Yeah, she telegraphed that pass and was just able to take it away. You have to disguise your passes.
Lady Rockets up 6-4. As Deal comes back and a foul will be called on Princess Kayla Dawson. Set to inbound the ball. India Upshur for Ruffner. He gets it into Asia Deal. Over to Gillum. And the pass is a little astray, and it'll be a turnover. Lady Rockets basketball.
Lady Rockets are putting a lot of tight pressure up on Ruffner. Seems to be giving them a little bit of trouble. They've had a couple of turnovers for that.
Stoner now brings into the front court, being harassed by a couple of defenders. Over to Dawson. Dawson now over to Hardy. He puts up the shot off glass, no good. And the rebound comes down to Gilliam, and she'll be fouled. Both teams still trying to get into a bit of a rhythm thus far.
Right,
Coach.
and I think that pressure that Lafayette-Winona is bringing up is giving Ruffner a little bit of a hard time and having a hard time getting the ball in and getting it down the court. They've got to disguise their passes a little bit better.
Deal now, brings it to the front court. Double teamed, looks for a pass, and once again, Newby steps into the passing lane. And there she is again with another steal. Over to Dawson. Dawson with a bounce pass, looking for Hardy, and it will go out of bounds, and it will be Ruffner basketball with 2:36 to go in the first quarter. Lafayette-Winona up 6-4.
You can see some of these girls just have an eye for the basketball, and that's just constant playing. When you play and play, you get better and better, and you have to protect the ball. Just had it taken away by Stoner again.
Another turnover. Hardy with the shot, no good, but there's Newby. She can't connect, and Upshur's there with the rebound. Aja Deal brings it up. Deal gonna go coast to coast, puts it up, but she'll be fouled. Deal being very aggressive thus far here in the early moments of the ball game.
Asia's had all of Ruffner's points so far. And we've got about 2:15 to go.
Step to the line, front rims that one. Score is still 6-4 in favor of Lafayette-Winona. The second attempt, bends the knee, right-handed release.
Yeah, you could see she had a little more confidence in that shot with the bend on the knees. Absolutely right, AJ.
6-5 is the score. Lady Rockets with the ball in the lead. Dawson now near side, and she will be called for steps.
She saw something and just put it on the floor a little too quick, but she knew what she wanted to do.
Lady Rockets still applying that pressure. As Stoner gets her hands on the ball, and it still will remain Ruffner basketball here on the near side, right in front of our table here. Deal. Getting harassed by Stoner.
It sure was. It's a good-looking pass.
Upshur, oh, the pass.
They're all over the floor.
Upshur
nice
going up top. Nope. Rebound and good. Rebound good by Amira Perry. Puts it in, and Ruffner regains the lead at 7-6.
Perry's in the right place at the right time. That's where you got to be sometimes.
Dawson now near side, throws it up, air ball. And it will remain Lady Rockets ball. We have a substitution for Ruffner. Lisa Cooper coming into the contest with 1:43 left to go here in the first quarter.
Nice lob pass in there.
And you'll be using her height. We'll go to the line.
You hear this all the time, that when the players get tired, they put their hands on the hips. We're starting to see some hands on the hips out here, just trying to get a little winded. And they're just giving everything they've got.
As you see, the coach for Ruffner, Sean Blackwell, his assistant, Jaquana McInnes, as Newby misses that first one. Still 7-6. Ruffner with the lead. Second attempt, high archer, front rim, no good, and Upshur comes down with the rebound. Gilliam.
Wow.
She loses it, it's picked off. Mia Arrington. She loses, now they're going back and forth. It's like hot potato out there.
It sure was. Kind of sporadic all over the place.
And Ruffner will have it with 1:28 to go here in the first quarter.
Still got to deal with that man-to-man pressure. That can be tough getting the ball in sometimes.
Gilliam. And the turnover. Hardy has it. She's going to go all the way, and she will be fouled by Gilliam. And Juliana Hardy will go back to the line. Try to tie up the ball game here with 1:18 here in the first quarter. Right-handed release, back rim, no good.
Not everybody really may realize this, but the middle school athletic quarters are 6 minutes. The high school are the 8 minutes, but we run 6 in the middle school.
Second attempt, rattles in, and we are knotted up at 7. And again, Lafayette-Winona showing that full court pressure.
Yeah, that full court pressure, they're having trouble getting the ball inbounds. It's led to a couple turnovers.
Now you wonder if they can keep this up for a full 24
well,
minutes.
That's just it. You're going to be fatigued doing that. It's tough to play full court. And sometimes you get fatigued. And
Deal with the nice pass to Perry with the nice bounce pass underneath to Upshur for the 2.
That was great passing. That was great passing. Looking for the open player. Showed a lot of unselfishness there.
1 minute left to go here.
Nice pass inside. Nice power move by
Hardy.
By Hardy.
Newby.
Newby. Yeah, it was a nice power move. Nice setup.
Tied up at 9 as the turnover now by Ruffner and Lafayette-Winona will have the ball with 50 seconds to go. See Coach Blackwell and Coach McInnes looking over. Arrington set to inbound the ball.
Right to the hole, right to the basket.
Hardy takes it, no good. But there's Newby again with another offensive rebound, and she will go to the line to try to put Lafayette-Winona in front. Jalen Newby, an 8th grader. Go back to the stripe. Right-handed release. Nothing but net, and Lafayette-Winona is up 10-9.
You see her rhythm and her concentration. She's not rushing the shot. She's taking her time. That's what you want. She's got a nice rhythm on her shot. That's exactly what you want to do.
Up by 2 now, the Lady Rockets. As Theo brings it to the front court. She's going to go. Nice bounce pass. Looking for Rachel Johnson. And it will be a turnover to Lafayette-Winona.
Beal's getting the ball inside, but sometimes her passes are a little too hot for her teammates to handle, and they're just going off the side. It's got to be a little combination, a little better catching, a little less speed on those passes so they can handle it.
Jolie Stoner brings it up for Lafayette-Winona. Finds Newby along the high post. Far side to Hardy. Inside to Arrington. Turnaround shot, no good. And the ball will go out of bounds to Ruffner with 24.9 to go.
The Lady Rockets really try to pound that ball inside. That's kind of a dangerous play there.
Foul will be called there on Princess Taylor Dawson. Trying to take the charge, but she'll be called for the block.
You have to give them a step when they turn, and she didn't have a step when she turned. It was a blind pass, and that's why it was called the way it was. If she'd had 2 steps, it might have been a charge, but by not giving her room to land. It was a charge. A block, sorry.
Gilliam into the front court now. Taking it.
Oh,
Had Upshur there and through her hands.
right idea, trying to take the ball inside. Both teams are trying to pound the ball inside. You don't see a lot of outside shooting here, which is the closer you get, less room there is to miss.
Arrington gives it to Hardy. Hardy with the shot, no good. As we're under 6 seconds to go. Deal gonna take it to the basket. 3 seconds. She loses control, and the shot will come too late. No good, and that's the end of one here from Blair Middle School with the score. Lafayette-Winona 11, Ruffner 9. We'll be back after the break with the second quarter.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
Welcome back to the second quarter here at Blair Middle School Girls Championship game. Lafayette-Winona leading Ruffner 11-9. I'm Ali Cater along with former Northview head coach Don Lyons and Coach Lyons. What do you think about the first quarter?
I tell you, they're both trying to pound that ball inside. It's one 2-point basket away from who wants to tying it up and winning the game. It's coming down.
And now Lafayette-Winona has it going inside. Couple of attempts, no good. But Hardy comes out with it. Arrington, high post to Stoner. Stoner with the right-handed shot. That is no good, and the rebound underneath by Ruffner's Jaleesa Cooper. And she loses it out of bounds, and it will go back to the Lady Rockets.
The girls are playing, both teams are playing really, really hard. They know it's a championship game. Sometimes they're a little out of control. They got to try to calm themselves down a little bit.
Stoner, she loses it. Deal has it. Looks up ahead for Gilliam. She can't control it. Now Gilliam gets it back, drives the lane. She loses it, and Arrington picks it up for the Lady Rockets. Arrington taking it all the way into the lane, no good. Rebound by Jabri Young. That is no good. And Ruffner has it. But Amira Perry stepped out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Lafayette-Winona with just under a minute played here in the second quarter.
Still haven't scored, still looking to break the second quarter.
And Newby tried, no good, but there's the rebound underneath. Again for the putback is Jabri Young.
Ruffner was out of position on that. Jabri had a couple of chances to put that in.
13-9 is our score as Deal brings it into the front court, and she gets stripped by Stoner. Stoner with a 2-on-1 bounce pass to Hardy. Back to Stoner for the two.
That was great passing by the Lady Rockets. That was great passing. They looked for each other and made the easy basket by using teamwork.
Deal was almost called there for a violation. Takes it to the basket and will be fouled.
Not sure if they call that in the act of shooting or not. Looked like she got tripped on the drive. Whether she's shooting or not.
As you see, Lafayette-Winona's head coach, Janita Howard there. Her assistant, Aaron Spencer, have led the Lady Rockets to an undefeated season thus far. Looking to cap it off with the middle school championship. Deal set to inbounds, looking underneath. A little too high, and Mia Arrington now for the Lady Rockets. Going to go all the way coast to coast, puts it up off the glass, no good, but will be fouled.
Might be a good time to think about a timeout for Ruffner here. They're starting to let it slip away a little bit. We'll see how it goes right now, but they haven't scored. It's been almost 2 minutes.
Arrington at the line, right-handed release, no good. But she will have one other opportunity.
Once again, when you're shooting a free throw, you want to get in the same kind of rotation or the same rhythm every time. Bouncing the ball once or twice, so you come up there, you're comfortable. It should be like an automatic move when you come up there.
She missed the second one, but there is Jalen Newby snaking her way for the offensive rebound, and she will go to the line for 2 shots.
Ruffner didn't box out that time. You got to get those bodies out and get them on your back and box out so they can't get their rebounds. Last thing you want to do is give them another 2 free throws.
Ruby with a high arcing shot. That is good. And now she pushes the Lafayette-Winona lead to 7.
Once again, she's very comfortable on the free throw line. You see her rhythm and her timing. She waits till she's ready. She has a beautiful form on that shot.
Knocks down a pair. And now the lead is 8, 17-9. Ruffner still looking for their first basket here in the second quarter. And a turnover as Arrington lifts up ahead to Stoner. Stoner with the left-handed shot, no good. But there's Hardy there for the rebound. She puts it up, no good. Newby inside for the 2.
Hey, Newby's starting to dominate this game from the free throw line and from the inside.
It looks like the height advantage for Lafayette-Winona is really taking effect now, Coach.
Definitely coming through. Ruffner is not getting in the rebounds they need. You can't give a team 2 and 3 shots and expect to win the game.
Coach Blackwell calls a timeout now for his Lady Bulldogs, who are still looking for their first points here in the second quarter.
Coach Barry's also, at Ruffner, they've got the boys and the girls work close together. That's Coach Barry, who's also helping with the Ruffner girls, giving some advice. That was a good timeout for Ruffner. It's about 2 minutes have gone in the second quarter, and they need to get together. They're starting to lose that lead. They're down by 10 now.
And Lafayette-Winona comes back out on the floor. Lady Rockets, as I told you earlier, finished the regular season 6-0. With Ruffner right behind them at 5-1. So we have the top 2 teams here in the district fighting for the championship.
They're putting that full court pressure on again. Results in a jump ball.
And the possession arrow will stay with the Lady Bulldogs.
Well, there's a long, we call that the home run pass. You make that big long pass down.
Upshur has it. And it is knocked away, but will still remain Ruffner basketball. And you see the host of NPS Now, Karen Tanner, taking pictures. As we have a turnover now, Lafayette-Winona taking it the other way is Hardy, going all the way to the basket, and she will be fouled.
Yeah, once again, the Lady Rockets, they like to take that ball hard to the basket, and that's exactly when you get a foul, you get 2 points.
Seems like they have a little, for those that may not be familiar, it looks like a little VCU type havoc.
Absolutely, they've got some havoc going on. There's no doubt about that.
Full court pressure, want to get a lot of turnovers and just go the other way to the basket.
It's easy to score a layup than a 20-footer, that's for sure.
Juliana Hardy at the line for the first of 2.
Once again, nice rotation on her shot. She's comfortable, she's calm, she's got her balance, she's relaxed. That's how you want to be at the free throw line. She's not in a rush, she's got a rhythm.
Second attempt. Didn't quite make that basket, but it's all right. Big Ruffner basketball.
She still has the form, and that'll come back. That happens once in a while.
Ruffner down by 11. 3:50 left to go here in the first half. Gilliam has it stolen, and there's Stoner with the left-handed shot, no good. And Ruffner is really having problems with this full court pressure.
Yeah, they're throwing the ball up, and when they throw that ball up for a telegraph, it's anybody can take it. It's up for grabs. You got a little bit sharper passes for Ruffner. Now there's a little play.
Perry inbounds it to Deal. Deal working hard. Over to Gilliam. Retrieved by Evans. Now back over to Gilliam with the shot, no good. Rebound contested for. And Newby comes up with it to Lafayette-Winona. Jabri Young will be called for steps.
As soon as Newby got the ball, first thing she did was look down the court to pass it to someone. She's absolutely right. That's what you want to do, is get the ball down to somebody breaking for the layup. She's been well coached.
Upshur gets it in over to Gilliam. Puts up the shot, no good, but gets it back.
That was a good take to the basket.
Evans, her shot is short. And the Lady Rockets have the board, and they're going back all the way now with the right-handed layup is good by Jolie Stoner. 22-9 is our score. Deal pulls up at the foul line. Shot off the window is good. And a quick 20-second timeout called by Lafayette-Winona. 22-11 is our score here with 2:47 to go here in the half.
It's been a long drought for Ruffner. It was almost 3 or 4 minutes before they scored a basket. I think Asia got a little upset and wanted to make some points, so she decided to make that. I know she's got at least 6 points of Ruffner's 11 so far. I'm not sure if she's got even more. But Ruffner's got to slow down a little bit and calm down, and Lafayette-Winona's got to keep doing what they're doing, pounding that ball inside, looking down the court. And that full court pressure, I think, AJ, how long are they going to be able to keep that up? And they look like they're not fatigued or tired right now. It looks like they're doing quite well with it. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, it seems like they were made for this type of style. You know, they seem to be able to put the pedal to the metal this far the whole game, and we'll see if they're able to retain that type of pressure as we are.
Once again, they've got nice passing. See the, wow.
Great vision there underneath.
Absolutely.
As Young misses the shot. And now Kayla Evans takes it to the front court. Her shot is no good. And the rebound corralled by Arrington. Stoner. As we approach 2:20 to play.
She posts up really well.
Arrington with the right-handed shot a little bit too hard. And out of bounds. And it will go to Ruffner.
Well, they've dropped 2 girls back now, so it's going to be a little easier to get the ball in for Ruffner. But still, they've got some safety valves in the back.
Shaniqua Gilliam goes up and is rejected. Back the other way now. Jolie Stoner puts up the shot. That is no good. And Perry comes down with the rebound for Ruffner. Upshur in the front court. 2-on-1. She's going to take it all the way.
Okay. That was a good, strong move. That's what you want to do. India took that ball hard to the hole.
Jalen Newby called for the foul. As India Upshur will go to the line for 2. Ruffner down 11 with 1:53 to go here in the half.
India needs to slow down a little bit on her free throws. Concentrate, take your time a little bit more. Get your rhythm.
One more attempt for Upshur.
That was a better foul shot. Even if she missed, she still had a better attempt that time.
Lafayette-Winona going the other way, but the pass is intercepted by Gilliam. Looking up ahead for Deal, just a little too long, and it will be Lafayette-Winona basketball.
Gilliam had the right idea about getting the ball down the court, but you got to make sure that she's open. Otherwise, you throw the ball away. But she's got the right idea about pushing it down the floor and looking for the open player.
Full court pressure now being applied by Ruffner, and they get the turnover. Shot is missed underneath, and Newby comes down with the board. Hardy with it, far side, looking down low. And there she is, the woman on the spot. Jalen Newby can't finish, but there's Arrington for the 2 and the foul.
Well, when you hang around the basket, good things happen sometimes. And being in the right place at the right time, that's where you need to be. And Arrington was right there and put it right back for the easy 2 with the foul.
And Mae Arrington will go to the line to try to complete this 3-point play. And she goes with the one-handed variety. No, but gets her own rebound.
It seemed like everybody thought it was 2 shots.
Right.
And they were kind of in frozen mode.
And now Winona gets the back. It's a scramble in the paint. And looks like we have a foul called against the Lady Rockets of Lafayette-Winona. You see Coach Blackwell having a word with one of his players. And we are now in the bonus, so it'll be 1-and-1 time for Ruffner.
Yeah, both of the teams, the fatigue is really starting to kick in now, and they're getting tired, and they're not taking the best shots because the fatigue is kind of altering their shots. They both want to win hard. They're both giving it everything they've got.
As at the line, we have Takayla Evans. She will shoot a 1-and-1, 24-11 our score. Lafayette-Winona in front with 1:17 left to go here in the first half. Evans with the right-handed release, a little bit too hard, and rebound comes down to Lafayette-Winona, but now Deal has it, and she will be fouled in the paint.
I think that's going to be 2 shots. She was going up that time.
So Aja Deal will go back to the line, and Coach, if you have somewhat of a special connection with Aja Deal a little bit.
Right. Hate to say it, but her mom played basketball for me back in the old days. Her mom was a great player, too. I'd like to see them play one-on-one. I wonder who could win right now. It'd be a pretty good contest.
As Lafayette-Winona inbounds the ball, pressure being applied by Ruffner, knocks it out of bounds. 1:07 left to go here in the first half.
Ruffner's only scored 2 points this entire quarter, so this has kind of hurt them. They've got to try to get a stop and get a couple of points on the basket.
Full court pressure now as Lafayette-Winona now controls it as Hardy has it far side. Goes to Stoner. Stoner with the left-hand dribble.
They left her open and they pounded inside once again. They do a great job of pounding that ball inside, and they must be really, really drilled well on that because they've undefeated so far, so it's worked so far. Why stop?
Monty Jones will go to the line for her first trip at the stripe. Jones, an 8th grader. Puts up the right-handed release, no good, and Upshur comes down with the rebound.
Looking up the court, that's what you want to do. Nice bounce pass.
Nice bounce pass, shot, no good. Back the other way comes Hardy. Hardy up ahead to Arrington for the layup, and it's good. 26-11 our score, under 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Cooper over to Deal.
Nice fake.
Deal going inside, Cooper picks it back up.
This is where Ruffner's got to calm down a little bit. They're just playing out of control on that offensive end. A little more patience, a little more passing, get themselves back in the game.
As we will go back to the charity stripe. And Juliana Hardy will go to the line for 2. As now Lafayette-Winona is in the double bonus. First shot rattles home. 27-11 now. Lady Rockets out in front.
Yeah, 15 seconds to go.
Second shot no good. But Hardy tracks down her own rebound.
She's fast. You get to the foul line to the corner, get your own shot.
And she will actually go back to the line, it looks like. Yes, she will.
We're still in that 1-and-1.
First shot, a little short on that attempt. She will have one more to extend this lead. Second attempt, no good.
That
Rebound by Cooper.
Better box out that time by Ruffner.
Deal.
Nice pass.
Up ahead to Evans.
Oh, dear.
Just rims off. Scramble underneath. With 1.7 to go. Will remain Ruffner basketball. See if they can get a shot off.
1.7. You don't have much time, but catch and shoot. That's all you really got a chance to do. Catch and shoot. There you go.
Gilliam will take it off the back iron. No good. And that is the end of the first half here from Blair Middle School, Girls Middle School Championship. The top-seeded Lafayette-Winona Lady Rockets lead the second-seeded Ruffner Bulldogs 27-11. We'll come back after this break here on Channel 47.
Bullying has long-lasting effects on children of all ages, and yet 85% of bullying cases see no adult intervention.
If you're being bullied, tell somebody you trust.
If you see bullying, don't be a bystander.
It's up to all of us to stand
up, stand strong, and stand together. For a healthier Norfolk.
And welcome back here to the second half, getting ready for action between Lafayette-Winona, the top seed, and the Ruffner Bulldogs. Lafayette-Winona leading 27-11. I'm Ali Cater with the former Norview head coach, Don Lyons. And Coach Lyons, what was your quick assessment of the first half?
Well, just Ruffner got out of their offense. The pressure that Lafayette-Winona applied to them, Ruffner just couldn't come down and get any baskets. 4 points in the second quarter absolutely hurt them. They've got to try to have a little bit more patience. They've got to work the ball inside, and hopefully that Lafayette-Winona gets fatigued on their pressure.
See Asia Deal now going to the lane. Nice pass.
Asia Deal can dish to her teammates, or she can take it into the basket herself, but she's got to make sure her teammates can catch the ball. I mean, she's got great looks, but they've got to be able to catch that ball.
Ruffner will take the ball out of bounds. Deal underneath on basket.
Now that's
throws,
not.
And it's intercepted. Hardy with it. Scramble underneath the basket. Cooper comes out with it for Ruffner. Over to Gilliam. Shaniqua Gilliam powers away up the near side here, and foul will be called against Lafayette-Winona.
A lot of hand checks going on, and you put that hand out. It's kind of the way the referee wants to call it. They want to call it tight or loose. Those hands, when they fly up, they can really make it difficult for the defenders or the offensive players.
Asia Deal now working hard into the front court. Deal going all the way to the basket and will be fouled.
Newbie's down on the ground that time. That's the last thing the Lady Rockets want to do is lose her.
So Asia Deal will go back to the line for 2 shots.
Once again, it's 16 points. It's a long way to climb back up. It's going to be tough for Ruffner right now. They've got to start getting in a rhythm of scoring some points on, and you know, 2 here, 4 there. That's not going to cut it.
Now, how would you deal as we see Deal at the line? How would you attack the Lafayette-Winona full court pressure?
Well, one of the things, we'd have a little bit more setups with some plays with that, but it's kind of tough to get your plays on against the press breakers. You only have limited time for practice with what you can do in gym space. But we would try to set up some kind of a press breaker, lead into a layup.
As Deal makes 1 of 2, but Ruffner will retain the basketball. Underneath to Upshur.
Ruffner's missed some easy 2-foot baskets at the other end during the first half, and that really cost them. They probably should have had another at least 8 points on some 2-footers that they missed, which would have put them right in this game about 20-27. But you've got to make the 2-footers if you have a chance of winning.
Upshur again.
You get fouled, that's okay, but Ruffner missed some easy shots earlier, and that's kind of coming back to haunt them. I know they wish they had it back again.
Well, so far this half, it looks like the Lady Bulldogs are making a concerted effort to get the ball inside.
Well, one of the things we used to do, we would break quarters down into 4 different quarters. And so far, this quarter, third quarter, Ruffner's up 2-0. Of course, it's a game of 4, but you try to do the best, have mini goals when you're not getting your main goals. Just have mini goals. Win the quarter, keep them under so many points. And that's what Ruffner's doing right now.
Upshur makes 1 of 2, but again, Ruffner retains possession. 27-13 our score. As Deal
still
turnover now and a 4-on-1 break.
She took it right to the hole.
Stoner misses. And the rebound, it will be a jump ball, and possession will remain with Lafayette-Winona. As we are right at 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Jolie Stoner for the Lady Rockets. And we have a 3-second violation called against Lafayette.
Yeah, you got to watch that when that ball gets in. If it doesn't come to you, you got to get out of there. Once again, Ruffner's having trouble getting the ball in. Those long passes can get stolen just like that.
Turnover now as Arrington brings it back. Cooper for Ruffner now over to Deal.
Got to have some control. Nice form on her shot.
Young had the ball for Lafayette-Winona. Now it's a tie-up, and it will go back to Ruffner.
Meyer Perry had her put her hands in there, got the jump ball.
As Coach Howard for Lafayette-Winona is having a few words with one of the officials. I guess she didn't like what went on that last play.
Well, when you're up, what, 24? You start feeling that championship.
Ruffner set the inbounds once again as they go inside to Upshur. She can't finish, but Cooper's there for the offensive rebound. Back out to Deal. Inside to Upshur. Nice look for the two.
Well, that's what Ruffner needs to do, is pound that ball and find those players, but they've got to make those shots. That could turn things around.
Ruffner scored all the points here in the third quarter, and now with a steal.
Starting to get a little momentum. You can feel it swinging.
And Deal takes it strong to the hole, and she will go to the line for 2 shots. And you're right, Coach. Ruffner has a little bit of the momentum right now.
That's right. And here we talked about, it's good timeout. Good timeout by Lafayette-Winona.
As they will take a 20-second timeout just to calm themselves down. Coach Howard wants to talk to her girls.
And once again, Lafayette-Winona has not scored this quarter. And Ruffner's had, I think, 4 points so far. So they're starting to make a move.
Well, we've noticed the adjustments that Ruffner has made in the second half. Pounded inside to Upshur and try to get some easy baskets. And if not baskets, go to the foul line.
That's what you got to do. Once again, pounding that ball inside, get into your players, but you've got to be able to finish. You've got to finish. It's one thing to shoot it, but it's another thing to make it. And you've got to be there. So, you know, don't count Ruffner out. They're 6-1. And you only lose one game, you start feeling that.
As Deal now ready for her free throw attempt.
A nice roll, shooter's touch on that.
Yes.
She's got a nice form when she releases the ball. I know Jayla Newby went down for Lafayette earlier. I don't know if she hurt her knee or coach is giving her a rest, but yeah, I think she's a forcer in there. When she's not in the game, you can see the momentum going a little bit more towards Ruffner.
The lead is now 10 for Lafayette-Winona as Ruffner
kick off the ball.
As a turnover by Stoner, and Ruffner will get it back. Can cut this lead to 8 or 7 with a 3-pointer.
Once again, it's going to be, can they get the ball inside, or can they get the ball in, and then can they get it down? Well, we had a play called a home run where we'd send somebody down. It looks like that's going to be open, or at least getting close to getting open.
Gilliam gets it into Cooper. Cooper with the bounce pass, intercepted by Arrington, and a foul will be called on Jalecia Cooper.
Yeah, that was a good idea to look, and that's what you want to do, but the distance was too far. And it was a telegraph pass, by meaning the defender knew the ball was coming there, and you can't telegraph. You got to disguise the pass or get it a little closer.
Dawson now from the wing puts up the shot. It's short.
Deal had a nice box out that time. She made sure the ball couldn't be grabbed by Lafayette.
3:45 left to go in the third quarter, and Lafayette-Winona still looking for their first points here of the third quarter. Winona showing that full court pressure now.
You have to be careful with those, I call them lollipop passes, when they go up in the air and come down, or rainbow passes.
Stoner with the left hand with the layup.
3:36, it's the first points for Lafayette this quarter.
And Lafayette-Winona's lead is back up to 12.
That call looked like the ball hit off the backboard. Not sure if it might have been deflected by the defender. But if it hit off the backboard, it should have gone the other way.
Ruffner set the inbounds, and there's Hardy there for the tie-up. And And Lafayette-Winona will have possession with just under 3.5 to go here in the third. Hardy with her pink socks comes near side. Dawson now.
They're trying to show a little ball patience here. It's
Stoner
stopping
now.
and looking inside, looking for the open shot.
Hardy a little too hard. Perry there for the rebound. She loses it, and Arrington's there to clean it up for the two. 31-17 our score. Deal coming all the way coast to coast.
Oh, no, that looked like a block there. Yeah, Deal's taking it hard to the basket. Once again, I'm wondering if Newby's going to get back in the game anytime for Lady Rockets. But right now it seems the Lady Rockets seem to have their lead pretty much still the same distance.
Yeah, right.
Same space.
Seem to have righted the ship a little bit now as this third quarter is
if you can have your better players on the bench and you're still got the lead, you've always have them in reserve.
As Dio knocks down the first free throw. Second attempt.
Both of them nets. Still anybody's game, but
31-19 is the score as Arrington.
Nice pass.
Gets it stolen as Deal goes all the way uncontested for the layup. And the lead is back down to 10.
All right, need a few more of that for Ruffner to get back in the game. That was a carry.
Tell you what, Ruffner has been giving Lafayette-Winona a dose of their own medicine with this full court pressure.
That's absolutely right. See, once again, the full court pressure. They got the ball in a Deal. She's got to get it down farther.
Deal gonna go all the way to the basket with the left.
Ooh. Nice try. She had a great opener, just couldn't finish.
Stoner now finds Hardy. Hardy puts it up no good. And Upshur with the rebound. As both ladies work hard.
They're working hard for that ball. They know it's a championship game. They want that ball. There's no doubt about it.
Possession here will go the way of the Lady Bulldogs with 2:27 to go here in the third quarter. Deal.
She's got the ball in the court, open court. She's dangerous.
Full head of steam.
Wow.
All the way to the basket.
Coast to coast. Let's cut it down to 8. When you get that double-digit lead taken away, another good timeout by Lafayette-Winona.
Coach Howard takes another one as she wants to talk to her Lady Rockets as Ruffner is slowly chipping away here in the third quarter.
You've got about 8 minutes in the game. You've got about 2:15 left in this quarter. You start to question your confidence. You've got to be able to finish. I know Ruffner wished some of those small ones they had earlier in the game, they could have made back, those 2-footers. But every basket counts.
So if you're Lafayette-Winona, what do you do now to just kind of stem this a little bit and try to get your
Well, I think Lafayette-Winona shows a lot of good patience when they have the ball on offense. And I think they got out of their offensive rhythm somewhat, and they got a little helter-skelter, and things got a little crazy. They need to calm it down and pass the ball back and forth. But once again, Ruffner's applying more pressure on them, and they're getting some turnovers, and that's why the game's going that way. So it's anybody's contest right now. You see Ruffner come out in a full-court press.
As Dawson and Stoner now is getting heavy pressure now by Gilliam. Stoner into the front court. Gonna take it all the way, gets blocked.
Nice pass
by Rachel Johnson. Deal.
Nice block and nice pass by Rachel Johnson. And this is where Ruffner's got to calm down a little bit. See, turnover.
Stoner takes it. Going all the way to the basket, puts it up, no good. And Cooper comes down with the rebound. Up ahead
see the ball.
And Deal races to get it.
You've got to see the ball when you're coming down the court.
And the three is up. No good by Gilliam.
Not a bad attempt by Gilliam, but nobody's back.
Stoner takes it all the way off the glass. That is no good. Cooper now for the Lady Bulldogs up ahead. A race forward, and Deal can't control it, and it will be Lafayette-Winona basketball. End-to-end action here at Blair Middle School.
They're playing so hard. They're just giving everything they've got, and sometimes they're just throwing it out of bounds. They're just trying to do the right thing, but it's got to be there. You can't force it.
Princess Kayla Dawson now over to Stoner. Boy, Ruffner has really turned up the defensive intensity here in the third quarter.
Got to box out. Not a good job of boxing out by Ruffner that time.
As Jabri Young corralled the rebound, and a foul will be called underneath.
Stoner's got she has a very hard dribble, which is good for a point guard to have, because that hard dribble, she can see things, and she pounds the ball so hard she can get rid of it quickly.
And there is Stoner. Can't quite.
Got to protect that ball.
I'm sure.
Got to protect it. Got to get down the court.
Deal. And we have an official's timeout as we have an injury here on the court. Injury, it looks like Jolie Stoner turned an ankle or foot. We'll see as
Norfolk Public Schools head athletic trainer Steve Stuttmiller is on the job.
As Steve Stuttmiller, senior coordinator of athletics, as well as head trainer, takes a look at her. You see Steve every week during the sports segment of NPS Now. You can watch on Channel 47 and on the web, WNPSK12.com.
And Steve wears a lot of hats.
Yes, he does.
Athletic trainer, NPS coordinator for athletics. He just does a lot of good things for the school system.
51.9 to go here in the third quarter. Get a better look there as Steve Stuttmiller. Ruffner now trying to bite more into this lead, down by 8.
Nice spin move by Deal and a nice dish.
Nice drop off the glass. No good by Johnson. Rebound by Ruffner. And Gilliam will go to the line. And Shaniqua Gilliam will go to the line for 2. And try to make this a 6-point deficit for the Lady Bulldogs. First shot, back rim, no good.
You got to make those free throws. It's coming down a crucial time.
Second attempt. This is that one as well.
Yeah, if you don't hit the iron or you shoot an air ball, it's a violation. The other team gets the ball out of the basket, you don't even have a chance.
Arrington brings it into the front court.
See, this is what we talked about, kind of out of control. Lafayette's got to get back to what got them here. Patience, control, teamwork, passing, and they've let that get away from them.
30.3 to go here in the third quarter. Deal takes it. The left-hand dribble.
Deal had a little high step that time.
Can't finish as now Dawson has it for the Lady Rockets. Arrington.
Ball is free, free ball.
Loses control, and it will go back to Ruffner.
Yeah, 14.2. Let's see if Ruffner can cut it down.
Evans set to inbound the ball.
Dangerous pass.
Arrington steps right into the passing lane with the turnover.
Yeah.
Over to Dawson. 5 seconds. She's double teamed. And a 3-second violation called against Jalen Newby.
That invisible 3-second clock is always there.
See if Ruffner can get a shot off in the last 2.7. Cooper to Gilliam. She hoisted up.
She had the right idea.
No good. 3 quarters in the books here. Blair Middle School Girls Championship game between the top-seeded Lafayette-Winona Rockets and the Ruffner Lady Bulldogs. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. 31-23 is our score. We'll be back in a moment here on Channel 47.
Severe weather can destroy a home in seconds. There's no time to think, only time to act. Have a kit so you're ready for any emergency. Develop a plan for what you and your family will do before disaster strikes, and stay informed during severe weather any way you can. It can be the difference between losing your possessions and losing your life. Just ask the owners of this house. Visit ready.gov for ways to prepare your family for emergencies.
Welcome back here. Start of the fourth quarter here. The girls' middle school championship game between the Lady Rockets of Lafayette-Winona and the Ruffner Lady Bulldogs. 31-23 is our score. Lafayette-Winona with the lead and the ball. I'm Ali Cater along with former Norview head coach Don Lyons at the three.
Well, they're coming back.
As Stoner hits a three for Lafayette-Winona.
That's what Lafayette-Winona need. Ruffner had cut that lead down to 8 from 16 to 8. Then they bring,
Evans with the shot, and it's good. 34-25 is our score.
Oh, stepped out. You're gonna feel the electricity and the excitement in here. Both teams are knowing it's happened. Ruffner's still within striking distance. They're only down by 9. It can happen.
Turnover by Ruffner as Stoner puts it up. No basket. A foul on the floor will be called against the Lady Bulldogs.
Now I see Newby's back in the game for Lafayette-Winona, but she's set out for a while. Sometimes when you sit out for a while, you're kind of stiff, and it takes you a while to get your rhythm going in again.
And we have some, I guess now they're going to call that a two-shot foul.
Oh, okay. First it looked like the ref blew it on the ground. Now she's saying she went up, or they're going to give it underneath.
Well,
I think it's underneath.
Okay.
I think that's the right call.
Right.
She was fouled on the ground, not before she went up.
Arrington set look right inside to Newby. And foul will be called against Ruffner.
Yeah, Newby's back in the game. What does she do? She goes right down the middle for the basket. She's got a real feel for that ball on the inside. You see him, once again, when you've been sitting out for a while, you get a little stiff. And it takes that blood a few minutes to get flowing again, back to game speed. She has such nice form on her free throw. Holds that hand up, follows through.
Next on that one, a 10-point lead again for the Lady Rockets.
Same thing every time. She takes that ball, spins it, gets her dribbles in, and follows through. Nice and straight. A little short that time, but still has the right form.
And gets her own rebound as Arrington puts it up. No good, and the rebound. Rebound will go to Ruffner.
No, somebody should be open for Ruffner.
Deal. Loses it, but Cooper gets it back.
Those are dangerous. Those floater passes are dangerous. You just can't make those floater passes like that. It's just too much time for the defense to come in and intercept.
As the Lady Rockets will take over on the turnover.
There's another floater pass. This time was in, they got lucky on it, but girls have got to, when they get a little older, a little stronger, they won't float as much.
5:09 left to go here in the ball game. Lafayette-Winona up by 10 here in the girls' championship game. Hardy finds Stoner.
Oh,
looked like she stepped out.
Sure did look close.
Hardy now into the front court, and Upshur intercepts it, and we have a tie-up, and it will be.
I think it's back to Ruffner.
Ruffner basketball.
And Ruffner can't waste a lot of time. They got to get the ball down the court, even though it's only 4:50 to go. That 8-point lead is tough to make up.
As Deal goes hard to the basket and will be fouled as she tried to make a way to the hoop.
Making up 10 points in 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes, 50 seconds. It's pretty tough to do. But they've got to keep going after it and attacking the basket, pressing, trying to get cheap, easy, short baskets.
Deal at the line. First free throw is good. Take a look at the Ruffner cheerleaders there.
I have a pretty good crowd out here. A lot of support for these people. This was a good thing to see.
Second attempt. So short, but
she gets a rebound. She goes right back with the left. Tough
luck. A little hard, but there's Upshur, and she will go to the line for 2 shots. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Both teams are working hard here in this ball game.
Well, they know what we call it's crunch time. They want to get the basket Who's taking a timeout? Is it Granby? Oh, sorry, not Granby. I see that blue and gold, makes me think of the Granby. Lafayette-Winona.
Coach Howard has used her timeouts pretty much here in the second half.
Right, she's been trying to keep it close. I think so far where Ruffner's had their problem was in that second quarter where they let it get away from them, and now they're trying to crawl back into it. I mean, they're down 9, got the ball. It's only a couple of baskets. A lot of emotion will happen in these next couple of minutes, and you will feel that as if they can contain that emotion and transfer it into positive energy, making the baskets. That's going to be the thing. They're going to be staying under control. It's tough for them. They want to win so bad, but it's tough. You're just trying to do the right thing, but you're a little out of control. You got to knock it down and get your speed under control for shots or for passes, teammates, and you got to stop those big lollipop floater passes. That's just, you're going to lose it like that.
Well, Ruffner has 4:46 left to go to cut into this 9-point deficit here as Upshur will step to the line. India Upshur for the first of 2. First shot, back rim, no good. Second attempt on the way.
She took her time.
And that one is off the mark as well. Scramble underneath the basket. Tie up. And it will go the way of the Lady Rockets. Full court pressure being applied by Ruffner with 4:43 to go.
They've got to try to do that.
Stoner far side with the left-handed dribble being double teamed. Ball rolls out of bounds. Will remain Lafayette-Winona basketball. See Coach Howard barking instructions.
Nice long pass, looking inside.
And the block underneath by Cooper. Picked back up by Stoner for the 2 and the foul.
Well, once again, Stoner was in the right place at the right time. That ball landed right in her hands, and she put it back in, got the foul. That's what you want to do. She's got a real feel for the game.
Jolie Stoner, 8th grader, will step to the line to try to complete this 3-point play.
We certainly look forward to seeing some of these young ladies playing for the high school teams in the future.
As Newby took a hard fall, as Arrington puts up the shot, no good, and Deal comes down with the rebound, racing the other way. Going hard to the basket, and a blocking foul will be called against Dawson.
I think Newby hurt her knee again on that fall. Slow to get up, but once again, 4:22, it's what we call crunch time. Let's be a competitor.
Deja Deal will go to the line.
1-1.
Rattles in and out. As Hardy looks and it's intercepted by Evans. Knocked away by Arrington. Will remain Ruffner basketball with 4:12 left to go.
Kind of in a lull right now. We're not getting once again, a lot of nerves coming into play, it seems like.
Ruffner down by 11. 37-26. As Stoner has it far side. Nice bounce pass underneath the Hardy. Can't control it. The ball will roll out of bounds.
One thing that Stoner does really nice, she'll throw the bounce pass into her big people, which gives it burns a little bit of speed off that pass, so it's easier to handle, and it puts it right up there so they can time it. It's just smart how she passes that ball.
Newby shot goes in and out as Cooper looks up ahead for Evans, but pass is picked off by Hardy. Helter-skelter action right now. And the ball will go to Lafayette-Winona, up 11 with 3:48 to go. Well, if Ruffner's going to cut into this lead, they need to start doing it now.
Yeah, this is, once again, you can't trade baskets. You've got to.
It's Hardy tried to go on the baseline move.
You got to get the ball down the court.
Deal. Tripped up by Dawson.
Well, we're having our own little March Madness here, but it will be to that point where I think somebody might have just fouled out.
Let's see who. Not sure who. What I do know is that Asia Deal will go back to the line.
Okay.
She has that low knee bend, right-handed release.
Back to 10. They've got to, if there's a psychological break of 10 points or 9 points, when you get on that single digits. Back down to 9.
Full court pressure being applied by Ruffner.
Once again, you can't take your eye off the ball.
As Arrington has it poked away, but will remain. Lady Rockets basketball, 3:33 left to go. Inside the newbie, a foul will be called against Upshur. So newbie will go back to the line.
And that's Upshur's 4th foul, I believe. So you've got to be careful. Yeah, but this is the season ending, so you've got to be careful whatever you're doing here. Once again with newbie shooting, what's important on the free throw shot is making sure you get that ball straight. If you get the ball going straight, you're either going to miss, you're either going to make it, miss it short, or miss it long. You've got a chance of putting it in like that. And she's got beautiful form on her shot.
Connects on the second free throw and pushes the lead back up to 10 now for the Lady Rockets. As we approach 3.5 to go here in the contest. Steal by Stoner. She pulls up for the shot, no good. Hardy with the weak side board. Looking inside to newbie.
That's a good call. They both had their hands on the ball, and that was jump ball. That was an excellent call by the officials.
Ruffner will now have possession.
Once again, Ruffner's got to get it down the court.
Asia Deal going 1-on-4.
Another jump ball.
Tie up, and we'll go back to the ladies in blue. 3:15 to go.
You got to make sure you see the ball when you go down the court. Too many of these girls have their heads turned the wrong way.
And foul will be called against Kayla Evans. As you see both coaches barking out instructions to their teams.
We're still that 10-point bubble. It seems Ruffner can pop that bubble down to 9, but it can't get much less than 9. Maybe 8 once in a while, but as long as that second quarter has come back to really haunt Ruffner, have any chance right now. It's got to make a move soon.
Hardy connects on the first free throw. Lead is now 11 with 3:10 to go. Second attempt. Buries that one as well. 12-point lead for Lafayette-Winona, 40-28. Gilliam over to Evans. Evans with the shot from the elbow, no good. And rebound by Young. Now Arrington looking for Stoner, but can't connect. Ruffner now inbound the ball. Deal now with the three-point shot. It's good.
Here we go, back down to 9. Need a couple more of those for Ruffner to get back in.
2:45 left to go. As we have an injury timeout as 2 players from Lafayette-Winona collided on that play. While I have a moment, I want to give special thanks to Principal Jeannie Kruger and the staff at Blair Middle School, Frank Langley and the custodial staff, Matt Mullaney and Ron Boyd, for all their help here and helping us put this game on for you here today. And if I can, let me give a crack shout out to our technical crew. Bill Davidson, Brian McIntyre, the director, Amanda Verrata up top with the camera, Noel Rigney, and Marcel on the handheld mics. And I can't forget Debbie Horniak working audio. And Dwayne Sachs Larkin, that's big X, little x for you at home, on the replay. As we approach 2.5 to go here in this contest. Lafayette-Winona up by 9 and with the ball, trying to close this out and become the middle school champion.
Now, if I'm correct, I think Ruffner had the championship last year.
Arrington weaving away. Hardy, that's no good, but there's Newby with the putback.
And Newby's getting her game back on. She's got her game speed happening.
Back up to 11 as Deal goes all the way.
Deal's trying to take it hard.
And she will be called for the offensive foul.
I don't think Deal's been out 1 second the entire game.
But that motor's still going, that's for sure.
Absolutely. All right, I think Ruffner is calling a timeout right now. They got to try to regroup. Once again, that 10, 12-point bubble is still around. And 2:16 to go. It's kind of tough. And Coach Barry's a little upset over there about a lack of a call.
Yeah, he's not happy. As you see the Lady Bulldog cheerleaders still trying to cheer the team on. With 2:16 left to go, down by 11. Okay. Still upset, Coach. As you see Asia Deal now on the sidelines getting her first rest of the night.
Well, I think she took it pretty hard on that last play. She needs had the wind knocked out of her.
As the ball goes out of bounds. And Ruffner now will have possession, down by 11 with 2:13. Every possession needs to count now here, Coach.
This is big time. It's going to be tough for Ruffner without Deal in the game. She's their main scorer.
Evans with the ball.
Got to look to shoot.
Upshur. She shuffled her feet.
She slid that back pivot foot.
Turnover, Ruffner. Full court pressure being applied by the Lady Bulldogs as Hardy gets it in. Evans knocks it away from behind.
Nice little try by Evans to sneak and tap it away.
.203 to go.
Look at Newby posting up right now. She's got that lead arm up, trying to get that ball inside. She's giving a good target.
Stoner takes it into the paint. Right-handed floater, it's good, and the lead is up to 13.
Once again, Stoner likes to take that ball hard to the basket. Anytime there's an opportunity, she's going to do it.
And the turnover now is Hardy. Gets it, but ball is intercepted by Davia White. Now back to Lafayette-Winona.
Those floater passes will kill you every time. They just get intercepted by the telegraph.
As we are 1.5 minutes remaining left to go here in this contest. Stoner, uncontested, puts up the shot, no good.
I always want to try to use a backboard if you have a chance on those. Put that ball right in that square, got a lot better chance. I've seen many a ball hit that rim and just roll in and roll out. But I think the crowd to our right is starting to sense victory.
Yeah, the Lafayette-Winona faithful now can feel it with 1:21 left to go. You see them. They smell the championship. As Perry looks for somebody to inbound to. Gets it back. Now over to Evans. Evans tried to tiptoe the line, but she couldn't stay inbounds. Turnover. Lady Rockets will have it. Stoner, near side, being harassed by Kenyara Kenton.
I tell you what, she utilized that pivot foot. She was going one side to the other, trying to get open, trying to find somebody, but it seemed like her teammates are kind of stuck in their spots. You see your teammate having trouble getting the ball, you need to break out and help release the ball.
As you just saw Coach Howard.
Kind of saved her with a timeout, I think, that time. I think this is her last timeout, but with 1:07 to go, I think she's in good shape right now. They're up by, 13?
As you see the Lady Rockets cheerleaders there. getting ready to do their victory dance. See Coach Berry talking to his team. And I mean, you know, 1:07 to go. It's been a well-played game. You know, very hard fought.
A lot of intense, a lot of emotion, a lot of hard work going in.
Ebony Jones puts up the shot. Imani Jones, excuse me, with the two.
Nice shot by Imani. She was right there.
And the lead is back up to 15 as we are under 1 minute to go here in the contest. Kenton having trouble.
Needs to get rid of that ball. You got to have a clock in your mind when you stop the dribble. You got 5 seconds to get rid of it. 4 seconds to get rid of it, and then 5, it's a violation. Can't hold on to it. Give it up for grabs if you can't find somebody.
As they have a scramble along the far side. And foul will be called against Javea White.
What's important is that this is one of the first times we've had a junior or a middle school athletic basketball game on television. This is a great exposure in Norfolk Public Schools, and also for these young ladies to show what they can do, and hopefully we'll see some of them on some of the varsity schools in the next couple of years, or back here next year.
Yeah, some of these players will be future high school stars of tomorrow. You're seeing firsthand here on Channel 47. As Lafayette-Winona now has pushed their lead up to 16 with 37 seconds to go.
I think some of the players that don't get a lot of time are going to get some end time now. It's always important to have championship experience. See what it's like.
As Arrington, who has had a good ball game, steps up.
In and out.
But there's Newby. She can't finish but gets her own rebound. Pulls it back out. As we are under 30 seconds to go here in the contest.
And Newby again, she's all around the basket.
Ball goes out of bounds with 19.9 to go. As more players into the game now for both teams.
It's always good to get in a game, one way or the other, winning or losing. It's always good to get in a game. Of course, you want to be on the winning side, but you only have one winner. But at least you practice every day, and it's frustrating sometimes when you're on the bench not getting in a game. But that's the building block. You get a taste of what it's like to be in a championship game. It's a pretty good feeling.
Foul call, or was that a tie-up? It was a tie-up.
We're still in the alternating possessions. We're not in the one-on-one. Got to be ready out there, girls. You got to be ready.
Kenton brings it up the court as we are under 10 seconds to go. Foul called against Takira Bolden. As Kiara Kenton will go to the line now for the Lady Bulldogs with 11 seconds to go.
Once again, this is a great experience for all these girls. I'm sure they're going to be watching on television night and having copies of this. It'll be something they'll remember for a long time.
Kenton steps to the line and knocks down the first free throw. Ready for a second attempt. High arcer, back rim no good. As you have in and out.
Almost.
Catherine Gunn.
Good try by Catherine.
Now Kenton again, hoist up the three, no good. As that is it. The ball game is over, and the final score, Lafayette-Winona 47, Ruffner 32. Congratulations to Coach Howard and the entire Lafayette-Winona team.
Well, it was a great game. I said it went up and down. The girls played hard. I think Ruffner, the problem for them was in that second quarter, they just got so far down they could never come back and get where they needed to. They clawed back in the third quarter, cut that 16-point lead from half down to 8. But then just Lafayette-Winona came through. I thought Newby played very well. I saw Stoner both of those girls will help other schools in the future, wherever they might end up going to play.
Coach, it was a pleasure.
Enjoyed it, AJ. Thank you. Hope we get to do it again sometime.
Once again, our final score here from Blair Middle School, Lafayette-Winona 47, Ruffner 32. Lafayette-Winona Rockets, your 2013 middle school champions. Thank you for watching this broadcast here on Channel 47. Good night.